Students, we have been given this question to show that f of x times f of y is equal to f of x positive y. This is a straightforward question. We are given f of x, so we can also obtain f of y. So the first step that we would be doing here is to obtain f of x multiplied with f of y. Now, f of x is cos x followed by negative sine x, and then you got 0 there. And then sine x, cos x, 0, and 0, 0, 1. This has to be multiplied with f of y. So f of y is going to be cos y, negative sine y, 0, sine y, cos y, 0, 0, 0, 1. So I would take the row with a column, and that would give me cos x multiplied with cos y, followed by sine x multiplied with sine y, and then you got 0 there. Multiplying the row with the column, sine x multiplied with cos y, followed by cos x multiplied with sine y, and then you got a 0 there. So taking the row with the column is going to be 0 added with 0 added with 0. And then the row with the column, similarly, cos x multiplied with sine y, of course you got a negative sign there, followed by negative sine x and cos y, followed by a 0. The row with the column, sine x multiplied with sine y, you got a negative sign there, followed by cos x multiplied with cos y, followed by a 0. And then you got 0 added with 0 added with 0. Finally, the row with the column, I would get a 0 added with 0 added with 0. Similarly, 0 added with 0 added with 0. And then 0 added with 0 and then a 1. So that has to be closed in. So this is going to be, I'm rewriting the quantity. So I get cos x, cos y, negative sine x, sine y for the first element. And for the second element, it's going to be sine x, cos y, positive cos x, sine y. For the last element, it's going to be 0. Similarly, I've got a negative cos x sine y. So I'm going to take the negative sign out and I'm going to rewrite it as cos x sine y, positive sine x cos y. 0 doesn't matter. The second element, I'm going to rewrite it as cos x cos y, negative sine x sine y, followed by the third element is 0. For the last column, is going to be 0, 0, and 1. Now, clearly you can see cos x cos y. Now that's going to be cos of x positive y, sin x cos y, and cos x sin y. That's going to be sine of x positive y. And you got 0 as the last element. So in this case, it's going to be negative cos x sin y, sin x cos y. So it's going to be sine of x positive y, cos x cos y, negative sin x sin y. So that's going to be cos of x positive y, and 0 for the last element. And this is 0, 0, and 1. Now, this is nothing but f of x positive y. So answer result.